So about 2 cycles ago in the General Assembly here in Virginia, a police oversight board statute was passed. That was welcome news because it would mean that police oversight, civilian oversight boards would have some muscles associated with them to hold police accountable and perhaps to give police additional information about what the citizenry thought, what they wanted. They could cooperate with surveys. There's a lot of really positive democratic policing or adjacent policing elements that could benefit all parties. But as you would expect, the police do not like oversight in many cases, not all of them. And so they fought this tooth and nail. Some of the additions or amendments I think that they wanted to add, as if memory serves, is they wanted to make sure that there was a retired police officer, high-ranking officer, or sheriff's deputy that was a permanent standing member on the committee. They wanted to make sure that you were forced, if you were a advisory board member, to ride along with police for so many hours of training so that you could be aware of what police were doing. Well, I've done that before as a young reporter. Basically, what they do is they tell you all the wonderful things that they do and all the terrible things that are out there. And of course, you get a very skewed view of things. Certainly, it would be a part of the advisory board's bylaws to make sure that members did similar types of ride-alongs, particularly when they felt like it or when they weren't in a dangerous position, and not be forced to do it according to what the police actually wanted. So now we bring ourselves to one of the 9 or so boards that exist. One is in Charlottesville. The Charlottesville one is completely defunct, and you can see where one of the very few in existence is essentially hamstrung by the police. So Police Chief Hochis, Hochis, I believe, has refused the board's request. This goes back a couple of years now, for documentation, for proof. The city ordinance, and as you know, cities create ordinances for how they're going to implement the civilian board under the statutory authority given them. The board it has the authority to ask for these records. The chief of police said, no, I'm not going to give it to you. Then you had people resigning so they didn't have a quorum, so they couldn't vote on things. Now the executive director of 2 years is leaving as well. So, this is how your democracy is undermined, when you have citizens who aren't engaged enough to know what's going on, doesn't hold the police accountable, and has no authority to do it, and the police ignore them entirely. This is what happens, and it goes all the way up actually to the White House.